Hello everyone, welcome to the online class of MHPS Manchikeri. Here is your science teacher Vijaya Naik. Today we will study the first chapter of the 7th standard, that is nutrition in plants. This is the part 1 of the video. After watching part 1, do watch part 2 in the next class. Please note the important points and write answers for the questions provided later on. So let's start our chapter. All of us know that food is necessary for the survival of all living beings. Just as petrol or diesel are the fuel to the car, food is the fuel to our body. We need food to carry out our daily activities. We also know that there are two main sources of our food, that is plants and animals. Rice, pulses, wheat, fruits, vegetables we get from the plants. Same way, eggs, milk, meat, fishes and chicken we get from the animals. Human beings and animals get their food from plants and animals. Now it's a question, what is the source of plant food? Do they also depend on someone else for their food? The answer is no. Do plants depend on the others for their food? No. Plants are the only organisms that can prepare food for themselves by using water, carbon dioxide, and minerals. Similarly, if we want to prepare a rice today, we need rice grains and water. In the same way, plant to prepare the food, they need water, carbon dioxide, and minerals. That is, water, carbon dioxide and minerals are the raw materials. Let's study about the nutrition. What is nutrition? Nutrition is the mode of taking food by an organism and its utilization by the body. Not only taking the food but how the body will utilize it. That is called nutrition. There are mainly two types of nutrition, that is autotrophic and heterotrophic. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make food themselves from simple substances is called autotrophic nutrition, and the mode of nutrition in which organisms do not prepare their food themselves is called heterotrophic nutrition. That means if they prepare food themselves, then it is autotrophic nutrition. If they depend on others, then it is called as heterotrophic nutrition. Auto means self, hetero means depend on others. Now we will study that in detail. Autotrophic mode of nutrition is the one in which living organisms prepare their food themselves. They are called as autotrophs, for example, plants. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition is the one in which living organisms depends on the others for the food. They are called as heterotrophs, for example, human beings, animals, and few plants. Yes, we, the human beings, are the heterotrophs because we depend on plants and animals for our food. Now we will try to find out answers for these three questions. The first question is, how do plants prepare their own food? And the second question is, in which part of the plant food is made? And the third one is, from where the plants get raw materials for its food preparation? Let us find out answers for all these questions. The first question is, how do plants prepare their own food? The process is called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the food making process in plants. Second question is, in which part of the plant food is made? Likewise, we prepare our food in the kitchen. Plants prepare their food in the leaves. Leaves are called as the food factories of the plants. And the third question is, from where plants get raw materials for its food preparation? We all know that carbon dioxide, water and minerals are the raw materials. Plants, that means in the leaves, it get carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil and minerals from the soil. All this from the air, soil, carbon dioxide, water and minerals go to the leaf. Now we will study how the raw materials go to the leaves. First of all, plants will take carbon dioxide from the air. In the air, carbon dioxide, oxygen, all the gases will be there. And carbon dioxide, it is taken from the air. Water and minerals, it is absorbed by the roots. From the roots absorb the water and minerals from the soil. It will go to the or transport to the leaves. Now we will see how the leaves absorb carbon dioxide from air. In the leaves, there are tiny like structures. A pores will be there that is called as stomata, a tiny pores. From that tiny pores, leaves absorb the carbon dioxide from the air. And now we will study how water and minerals reach leaves. Water and minerals reach the leaves by the xylem and phloem, a pipe-like structure which is in the stem. In the stem, there will be a pipe-like structure that is called as xylem and phloem. From that, water and minerals reach the leaves. And also in the leaves, there is a color pigment that is called as chlorophyll, which gives green color to the leaves. It absorbs or captures the solar energy. It helps for photosynthesis. That is why human beings cannot synthesize their own food, because in the human beings there is no chlorophyll. Only in the green plants chlorophyll will be there. It is a pigment which can capture the solar energy, so it helps for the photosynthesis. Without solar energy, photosynthesis is not possible. Now let us describe the process of photosynthesis by the chemical equation. That is, carbon dioxide plus water will give carbohydrates, that means glucose plus oxygen. In that, sunlight and chlorophyll is very necessary for the photosynthesis. Now it's a time for questions. The first question is, what is nutrition? What are the types of nutrition? Second one is, what are the raw materials and products of photosynthesis? And the third one is, what is the chemical equation of photosynthesis? Children, please write answers for all these questions. Thank you for watching the online class. Thank you. Thank you.